Hello, fellow Toastmasters and especially our new members. Welcome to the Speak Up Manassas Toastmasters Club. This video today is going to go through some tools that we use online through our website to help you stay connected between meetings. We communicate a lot through email, and we use our website to set up and get ready for our meeting agendas. So please, we need you to continue to communicate even when you're not with us in person or giving your speech. So with that, I could talk about it all day, but it helps you more if you can see what I'm talking about. So let's go over to the Speak Up Manassas Toastmasters Club website. Here we are, as you can see at the top, speakupmanassas.toastmastersclubs, both plural.org. You may have come here already as you were exploring the idea of Toastmasters and considering visiting us and joining. If so, you may have come over to this section on the left, and you may have even pulled up the screen where it said Meet Our Members. You got to see who our officers are and information about us, but you notice that there's no phone numbers and no emails, no ways to connect otherwise, except coming to the meeting. We're going to talk about this information that's displayed for you, how to update it, and how to update your agendas. I'm going to scroll down the screen just a bit, and you see this section, Member Login. I'm going to click that, and this is where you're going to log in as a Speak Up Manassas member. Typically, it starts looking for your email, and I'm going to begin to type mine in here. And yes, it found mine, recognized me, PeggyKimmy@gmail.com. And it comes up with my name as Toastmasters International knows me. Yes, my formal name is Margaret, so I did include my nickname as Peggy in there as my identifier as well. So you all would know that. So I'm going to say, yes, that's me. Now, the first time through, it might not remember your password, or you could ask it to. I just clicked on that, and I'm going to say, I could either press enter at this point or come down and say authenticate and log in. So the first time or two that you log in, you may have to go through a little authentication, let it recognize your computer. You may have to go back and forth with an email verifying, but after that, it's really a piece of cake. So go through that, get logged in from the email that you get from one of us that got you got you started in the website, and keep on going. Now I'm going to scroll down again past that section where now you see that I'm logged in, and now you'll be able to access all of these links here for members only, because that's you. The first place I'd like to take you is edit your profile, because this is where you add additional information or correct any information that we have wrong. So we're going to go ahead and pull up my profile so you can see it. It begins with basic information. Please do leave this first box checked so that if we have changes, if you communicate with the Toastmasters Club and there have been changes, then the admin of the website might even be able to make those changes if you don't have time. Check to be included in the public Meet Our Members page. So if you really don't want anyone to know that you're a member of the Speak Up Manassas Toastmasters Club, you can stay hidden from the public. We'll still be able to connect with you as a member, but the whole world won't see that you're a member. This is how your information displays. It's easiest if you just leave the connection as your email address, but you can give us a secondary one. Maybe you've got a personal email and a work email, and maybe you want to get the Toastmasters notifications on both. Click that box to say send to both. How about a telephone number? These days, people often use their cell phones, and I happen to have both my home number and my cell phone listed, and you needed to know which one it is, because if you try texting me on the home number, it's not going to work. So use that there. I didn't put in my club member since, and gee, I should. I'll have to go back and check our official rules because as a founding member, I am as old as the club in membership here. So a few additional things. Let's go back to the top of this and up to the screen. Email settings. If you need another email through Toastmasters, we can talk to you about that. But basically, all of our officers have an email as well. So if you needed to send a message to the president, and I'll show you where those links are, you don't have to remember what her name is or his name and go look them up. You can just send it to president. More importantly is that next tab, the social links. I have a couple of mine set up. I have my YouTube page, although I don't post as much. I may put this video up there though. Personal things that you share. Do you have a Facebook page that you like to connect with folks through? My LinkedIn profile, I use that a lot because it's a professional connection, and I like to connect with fellow Toastmasters through that. So any of those that are appropriate for you. And then our bio page. This is where I typed in the information you see that I'm sharing about my participation and encouraging whoever's reading that, that club member's bit. And this is where we can add a photo. This is really helpful, not just for the people outside looking in at our member list, but also for us. And you're a new member, and maybe we didn't attend the meeting that you visited and joined. And it helps when we can put a face to a name. So just as you like to see our faces, we like to see yours. Don't tell me you hate the picture that you've got. No pictures are good enough. It doesn't matter. We like looking at you, even in the pictures that you don't like. So when you're all done with those edits, go ahead and save it and close. The next thing, I'm going to scroll down again because it just refreshed. The next thing I want to take a look at is, well, let's look at that private member directory one more time. So you can see here, and I'll go down, we were working on my profile, and there I am. So there's my name, my email address, both my phone numbers are displayed, my blurb, my link to LinkedIn, and my YouTube link. So now you understand how I got all that stuff there. The next, and I'm not going to say most important because editing your profile is really important, but more often used and updated is when we come down here and we're looking at meeting agendas. So go ahead and click on that first link, meeting agendas. And here we have our meeting agenda piece. Now, I'm recording this, and this is the today's date of it's the next meeting to come up. And as we come down and we see, here I am practicing communicating on television, doing my training on television. So thank you for letting me do this to practice today. But I can't make changes because I don't want to mess up today's agenda. So I'm going to come on back up. And let's say today's agenda or the next meeting is fine, but you may have come in to look at future agendas and update them. Use this arrow here to view the next agenda. And I'm going to go one more. For this example, I set myself up in April 6th as a backup speaker. So we're going to scroll on down here, and I took this spot, backup speaker. It says that it's filled by me. So when it comes in and it's blank, like these other two up here, speaker 2, and you click over here and you say sign up. Let's say, all right, there we go. And it's completely empty. So this one down here, since I'm futzing with it, it knows what pathways I took the test for and set up with Toastmasters International because it knows me as my international identifier. It knows that I am in pathways for dynamic leadership. Then it will display for me on my links what my pathways speeches are. And so I'm going to go through here. I'm going to do my second one in L1 after I received my feedback for the icebreaker. Then I'm going to redo my speech according to that feedback that I got. So I choose that speech, It goes in there, so it knows my project and the time that it's going to take. I have 5 to 7 minutes. I could put in more information about it if I needed. If I needed to read more, I could go back and review here. I don't have to go all the way back to TLI. And here I'm going to put my title and and typo there. So you're just going to type that information in. So the agenda prints out with your speech title. And down here, this is a section, the speech introduction, that most members don't take advantage of. I'm going to just make that note here, set the stage. A lot of times, especially with new members, new speakers, you're crafting a speech, you read the objectives, you get inspired. And then you think about what inspired you, what caused you to think of this as a great project. And then you go through and you write your speech, and you've got an introduction, and you've got your 3 main points in your 5 to 7 minutes, and you've got a conclusion. But you really want people to know why you chose this topic, how it came to mind. It's important for you for that backstory, for you to connect and for the audience to really appreciate your information. Many times you'll spend 2 or 3 of those precious 5 to 7 minutes explaining to us what that backstory is. You can't afford that time and do a good job in just 5 to 7 minutes. This is speech introduction. You give a sentence or two. I know you got to really cut it down, but have the Toastmaster of the day, as they are introducing you, explain the setting. Let me give you an example. Maybe you joined Toastmasters because you are in business and you sell products or services, and you're going to practice different ways to talk about that information in your speeches. Perfect way for you to use it. The backstory is a little bit about the company. Maybe you're even telling the Toastmaster audience, hey, want you guys to pretend you're client company XYZ, and you're looking for and comparing all these different companies that are going to offer these services. And I'm in today with my pitch why you should buy our products or services. So you set the tone. Everybody knows that they're going to get a sales pitch, and that's what they want to hear, and that's what they're evaluating. So you don't have to take precious minutes out of your speech. Tell that story to the Toastmaster of the day as part of your introduction. And then when you walk in, grab their attention with a great introduction and keep on going with the main points of your speech. So remember, fill in the introduction. When you're all done, you're going to click that Save My Information. Perfect, it's been saved. And just to be sure I've got it all filled in, I'm going to confirm also. Yep, I'm confirmed. There we go. And we're ready to roll. Now the Toastmaster of the day has all the information he or she needs to move forward. They've got you confirmed. They know your information. And it's out there for everyone else to see. That also means that when whoever is coming in and looking at who's being an evaluator, now I filled in for the backup speech, but let's say you were Arun, and you're filling in and you're evaluating that number 1 speaker. He can go back up and see who's speaking. Let's say he was evaluating me since I've got my stuff all plugged in. So let's say Arun is going to evaluate me. He can come over here and see my evaluation form. Or better yet, you, as you're filling out this information, can send it to him. So I'm going to click on this evaluation form. It opens another window. Oh, my little picture's in the way. There we go. So here's the evaluation form, little bit about it, the information ahead of time, space for comments, space to circle the specific things and make additional comments. Now you can simply print this blank form, or you can come in here and say, well, the member name, who is the evaluator, date, speech title. It's me. It's me again. There we go. You can print it now with that information all filled in. Or maybe you are you just thought of this and you're on the move. You got your smartphone, but you're not at your PC. You can still download it. Use this button to download here. Download it for you, share it over to them so they have some time ahead of the meeting to look over what the speech is, what the evaluation is, what they're looking for. Or maybe you can pick up the phone too, have a quick conversation about what you need, what you're really struggling with. I can talk about my products and services till the cows come home, but people get bored. So I tried to really pump up the energy and the interest. Please help me, let me know if I was really effective at making my products or services sound exciting. So tell your evaluator what you were struggling with so they can especially give you help regarding that. Use this evaluation form and your opportunity to connect with your evaluator. Back here to the meeting agenda. That is what works for you. Certainly, if you want to print out a copy, you might want to make some notes on it before you get to the meeting. But typically, the Toastmaster of the day will print out and have agendas at the live meeting for you. If you're meeting through Zoom online, like I'm doing this training today, having a printout of the agenda is going to be very helpful. I think that's about it. I encourage you to go through these different options that you have as you log in, learn more about information. Because you're a member, there's additional information available for download. Lots of great things to do and ways to stay connected with the other members through our Speak at Manassas Toastmasters Club website. I will go ahead and remember to log out and bring you back to my final screen. So again, thank you. Welcome to our club. I look forward to meeting you at our live meetings, seeing you on our Zoom meetings, and watching you and helping you in your journey to become a more effective communicator. Have a great day.